Hi, in this video, let me show you how you can connect your iPhone or iPad to your Epson EcoTank ET-3950 or ET-3958 printer to print and scan. I'll show you how to do everything. So let's get started. Step number one is to go on the display of your printer right over here and connect it to the same Wi-Fi network as your iPhone is currently connected to. We're going to press the home button so we all start on the same page. And then with the up arrow and then the right arrow, we're going to select this icon on the top where you see the Wi-Fi icon. Once it's highlighted, press OK. Select Wi-Fi, the first option, by pressing OK again. Press OK once more. And we're going to select this option, which is Wi-Fi Setup Wizard. It's the first one, so I'll press OK. It will search for all the different Wi-Fi networks that are currently around the printer, and it will give you a list. You can navigate the list using the up and down button. Highlight your Wi-Fi network and press OK. Then it's time to enter the password. Press OK once more. It will give you a keyboard, and here you can type it. If your password has numbers or symbols, you need to go on the lower left side. Select this option, press OK, and it will switch to numbers and symbols. At the end, highlight OK on the lower right side and press the OK button. Press the down arrow to select Start Setup and press OK. It will connect. You're going to get a blue check mark with Setup Complete. Next step is to open the App Store on your iPhone. You're going to tap on search here and type Epson. Go down and we need to download the Epson Smart Panel app. This one. Open the app. Going to press agree. OK. OK. Again, allow. Next. Select allow while using the app. Next. Select allow. And now tap on your printer ET-3950. Great, it's now connected. Press OK. And the great thing about this app, by the way, is that you don't need to log in with any account. You don't have to give your personal information, your email address, stuff like that. So that's great. When you open the app for the first time, if there is an update available for your printer, it will ask you if you want to install it. And you can press start, and as you see here, it will install it. If you want to do this later, it's fine as well. I'll do it later when I have time, so I'll press cancel. This is the main page of the app. Very easy to understand. On the top we have the printer. If you tap on it, you can see the ink levels. Obviously you can see them visually, but if you're not close from your printer, it's nice to see how much is left. And from here, the main features that everybody gonna use is print and also scan. I'll show you how both of these are working. So to print something, you're gonna press this print button. Then you need to select is if it's a picture or if it's a document you have on your phone. In my case, it's a document, so I'll press document. You will have to select the picture or document you wish to print. So go ahead and tap on it. You're going to see a preview of whatever you have picked. And here you're going to see also the size of your paper. If you tap on it, you're going to have more option. So what you need to do is just to make sure that you're printing on the right size of paper. If you're going to print on 4x6, let's say, well, you're going to tap here and you're going to select the appropriate size. Then you have over here media type. If you're printing on glossy paper, it's important to mention it here. So tap and change the settings. You can select if you want to print border with borders or borderless. If you print a picture, most of the time people prefer without borders. And other different options, including print quality. Leave it to standard if you're going to print text files with some small pictures. Okay, but if you're going to print full-size photos, in that case, I suggest you select high. It will give you the best result. It will take you a bit more time to print, but it's worthy. And then we have Paper source, leave it like this. Color, this is if you want to print in color or black and white. And finally, two-sided printing. If you're going to print on both sides of the page, well, you can select if you want to print on the long edge or short edge. Or you can turn this off. At the end, you also have copies. Simply punch in the number of copies you want to print of that document. Let me press done to be back on this page. All it's left to do is to press the print button. The printer will pull out the paper output tray by itself, as you see, and go ahead and print. Here we go. It looks great. Now let me show you how to scan something using the two scanners of this printer, because it has two, and get the result directly on your phone using Wi-Fi. And by the way, if you want to close back this tray that popped out, don't push it using your hand. Simply press the button with two arrows here, and it will go back inside, so it's out of the way. This printer has two scanners. The first one is an automatic document feeder. This is great if you're going to scan multiple pages at the same time. To use it, you're going to open the way I just did. There is a gray tab with the paper size that can be input. If you're going to scan some letter size or legal size, push this to the extremity the way I did. Then take the paper you want to scan, place it with the top of the paper towards the left side, and with the printed side that you want to scan facing up. Make sure you don't have any staples. Imagine it's a stack of paper, okay? And you're going to push it all the way in, like that. And by the way, if in the future this paper gets stuck in the scanner, if you want to unclog it, there is a small gap here that you can lift and you have access to the internal. So if your paper gets stuck here, you can remove it. So that's how you use the automatic document feeder. If you want to input the paper in the regular scanner, in that case, you need to put it facing down like that with the top part of your document towards the right side. You're going to align this corner with the corner with an arrow, the lower right side corner. That's how you properly align your page, and you're going to close the lid. On the app, to scan, let's go back on the main page, the main menu here, and you're going to press the scan button. We're going to have options. Let me go quickly through them. So first we have document source. If we leave it to auto detect, the printer will detect automatically where you have put the paper. If you want to make sure that it scans using the right scanner, you can select manually ADF for automatic document feeder or scanner glass. Then we have scanning side. This printer is capable of scanning using both sides of the page if you're using the automatic document feeder, but for this you need to enable here, so you need to press double-sided, but in my case it's not what I want, so I'll leave it to single-sided. Then we have the document size, input what kind of paper you're scanning, if you want to scan in color or in black and white. Then we have resolution, leave it to 200 dpi for most occasions. So for anything that is a PDF file or even some pictures that you want to share online, 200 dpi is enough. If you want to have the best resolution, select 600 dpi. In case you select 600 dpi, it also means that it will take more time to scan, quite a longer time, and the file that will be stored on your phone will also be taking a lot more space. So only use it for, let's say, if you're scanning artwork, a painting, something that has very fine details. I'll leave it to 200 dpi in my case. Then we have remove background. I didn't have much luck with this feature, so I will leave it off. Automatic rotation, we don't need that really, since I have showed you how to properly align the paper. And then we have image format. Select in which format you want the scan to be. I'll leave it to PDF. At the end, press the start button and let the printer do its job. We're going to have a preview showing up. We can delete it if you want. You can even zoom in if you want to confirm that all the fine details have been captured. You can crop it. You have a few options there. And at the end, you're going to press the next button. You're going to give this a new name if you're not happy with the default name that is there. So you can call it homework, stuff like that. I'll call it. And once you gave a name here, you're going to press done. And at the end, you have two options. Save, which will save the file on your iPhone, on the memory of your iPhone. Or you have this square button over here. If you press on it, you'll be able to share it with your favorite contacts or with an app. You can also print the result by clicking on print. So this is it. This is how you use your iPhone with your Epson EcoTank ET-3950 or 3958. I hope this was useful. Check my Amazon links in the description down below if you want to get replacement ink for this printer. I'll put links towards the Epson ink, but also third party that is cheaper. I'll also put links towards photo paper and different other papers that are compatible. Check my links. Every time you go through that, you support my channel. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.